Good morning, students. Hope you all are well. So, in our previous classes, we have already discussed about some parts of the chapter absorption by roots. So, today we are going to see some of the experiments. So, let's start with the first experiment that is showing that the water is conducted through the xylem vessel in upward direction. So for that, what we need for this experiment, we need a young balsam tree or any kind of a plant, and we have to wash it and place it in a beaker, and in that beaker we have to give a solution of a stain that is eosin, and the stain is pink in color. Okay, so the roots should be submerged completely in the solution, and we have to keep this setup for at least 3 to 4 hours. After the end of this period, we have to take the young plant from the beaker and we have to wash it with the tap water. Then what we have to do, then we have to make the transverse section of the roots or the stem and watch it under the microscope, right? So when we are watching this under the microscope, you can see only the xylem vessels will appear colored, but the other tissues are almost same, no such color changes in there. So the xylem vessels or the xylem tissues have the distinct pink color. Why? Because it is going in the water is going in upward direction only through the xylem vessel or through the xylem tissue. Next, come to experiment number 4. Leave experiment number 3, that is same of the almost same like experiment number 2. So let's see experiment number 4 to show that food from the leaves is conducted downward through the phloem tissue, right? So the water is conducted through the xylem tissue, but the food is conducted in downward movement through the phloem tissue. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to cut a round a ring round the stem of any healthy potted plant. So how we have to cut it? We have to cut it deep enough to penetrate the phloem tissue but not the xylem tissue. Okay, so when we are cutting this ring, so what you will see that the cell saps are coming out from the ring portion, and the cell sap will go into the downward direction, not in the upward direction. Okay, so the flow of the cell sap in the downward direction, and after some weeks you can observe that the part of the stem above the ring that has grown in diameter, as you can see in this picture, you can see the stem portion above the ring that becomes swollen. Okay, but the lower portion of the ring that has not grown in diameter, and the stem below the girdle has stopped growing, and it can even die. Why? Because whatever stored organic components are there, that already they have used in that lower portion, right? The fresh healthy condition of the leaves in the upper portion of the ring in the experiment also proves that the leaves continue to get a supply of water through the deeper located xylem, means in the upper portion. Okay, so now the next one, so there are some forces that contributing to the ascent of sap. So actually there are main 4 forces that help in the upward movement of the sap. So the first one is root pressure. So root pressure builds up sufficient force to push the sap in the xylem vessel in upward direction. Next is the capillary of the xylem vessels. That also causes the water from the lower level to rise to fill up the vacuum or the gap that is created by the loss of water due to transpiration from the leaves. That means whenever there is transpiration, that means the huge amount of water it get transmitted through the process of transpiration. So there is a gap or the loss of water, and a vacuum is created or the gap is created, and the capillary of the xylem vessels, that they help the water from the lower level to rise in the upward direction, and that causes or that form the capillary force. Next is the transpiration pool. So as the water is lost from the leaf surface by the process of transpiration, so more water molecules are pulled up due to the tendency of water molecules to remain joined. Means the water molecule has a tendency to remain in joint condition due to the cohesion force, and thus they can produce a continuous flow of water through the stem or through the xylem vessel. So transpiration pool also causes the upward movement of water through the xylem vessel. And the last one, that is the adhesion. So it causes the water to stick to the surface of the cells, okay, so that they can draw more water molecules when the leaf cells lose their water during transpiration. Means all these three forces, this capillary force, transpiration pool and adhesion, these are related to the transpiration, because during transpiration process there is the loss of water, and so that there is a gap is created or a vacuum is created, and for that there is a tendency to pull up the water in the upward direction from its lower level to its higher level, okay. So this pulling force provided by the leaves is especially important for in case of very big trees or in case of tall trees, like in case of pine trees which do not have enough root pressure. So in some plants, if they don't have such kind of root pressure, then there is other three forces are there, like capillary force, transpiration pool and the adhesion force, which help the water to move in upward direction through the xylem vessel. And the downward movement of the sap, and it is quite simple, because the food that is manufactured by the process of photosynthesis in the leaves, that is dissolved with the water, and it flows down mainly by the force of gravity with the help of the phloem tissue.